Welcome once again to another focus on African leadership. In this episode, we are taking a special focus on Nigeria's 2027 Showdown. Why Nigerians want Peter Obi as ADC coalition flagbearer. We will attempt to discuss this in 4 different sections. Section 1. The rise of the ADC coalition. Nigeria's political atmosphere is undergoing a historic recalibration ahead of the 2027 general elections. At the heart of this transformation is the rebranded African Democratic Congress, ADC, the newly adopted political platform for a broad coalition of opposition forces seeking to unseat the All Progressives Congress, APC. Led by Senator David Mark as interim national chairman, the ADC is no longer a fringe party. It has become the epicenter of what is fast shaping up to be a third force alliance, a strategic convergence of powerful political stakeholders, former governors, disenchanted political elites, youth movements, and civil society actors. Among its most prominent figures are Peter Obi, the former Anambra State governor and 2023 Labour Party presidential candidate; Atiku Abubakar, Nigeria's former vice president, who recently resigned from the People's Democratic Party, PDP; Malam Nasir El-Rufai, former governor of Kaduna State; Right Honorable Amaechi, former governor of Rivers State and ex-minister of transportation. This fusion of political veterans and reform-minded outsiders has stirred hope among Nigerians seeking an alternative to the two-party dominance that has failed to address the country's worsening insecurity, economic hardship, and systemic corruption. But among all the notable figures in the coalition, one name keeps rising to the top of public discourse: Peter Obi. He has emerged as the people's preferred presidential candidate for 2027. The reasons are both emotional and pragmatic. Section 2. Peter Obi, the people's choice. Peter Obi's rise to national political prominence during the 2023 elections was nothing short of remarkable. Without the backing of a major party structure, he galvanized millions of Nigerians, especially the youth, with a campaign focused on integrity, economic prudence, and a break from the political establishment. Here are 5 reasons why Obi continues to command the people's confidence as the ADC coalition's best chance in 2027. 1. Credibility and integrity. Obi's brand of politics is perceived as clean, focused, and devoid of the corruption scandals that plague many of his peers. He is widely respected for his frugality as governor and his record of financial accountability. For many Nigerians, especially first-time voters and the politically aware youth, integrity is now non-negotiable in choosing a leader. 2. Proven governance record. As governor of Anambra State, 2006 to 2014, Peter Obi left a legacy of infrastructure development, education reform, and financial discipline. He handed over billions of naira in savings to his successor, an almost unheard of feat in Nigerian politics. This record stands in contrast to many former governors in the coalition who left office amid controversy or deficits. 3. Youthful support base. The obedient movement is still alive and very influential. Unlike traditional parties, whose support is based on patronage, Obi's support is organic and driven by a strong desire for generational change. This demographic, Nigeria's youth, makes up over 60% of the voting population. 4. Pan-Nigerian appeal. Though from the southeast, Obi's appeal cuts across regions. His calm demeanor, issue-based campaigns, and inclusive language made him acceptable in the north, south-south, and even parts of the southwest. In a country plagued by ethnic and religious divisions, he represents a unifying figure. 5. Global perception. Obi's global engagements and speeches resonate with Nigerians in the diaspora and international stakeholders. His profile as a speaker at global economic forums and universities elevates Nigeria's image in a way few politicians have managed. Section 3. The political calculus and the Atiku dilemma. Despite Obi's popularity, a major challenge looms: the internal struggle for the ADC coalition's presidential ticket. Chief among the contenders is Atiku Abubakar, a political titan with strong networks across Nigeria and a vast war chest. Atiku, having contested for president 5 times, is reluctant to step aside and may still see himself as the coalition's most experienced hand. However, public perception is increasingly tilted against recycling familiar faces who have been part of the nation's elite political class for decades. Most analysts agree that Obi's emergence as the coalition candidate would give the ADC a competitive edge over the ruling APC. But Atiku's ambition may fracture the coalition if a compromise isn't reached. Some observers fear that if Peter Obi is sidelined, he may pull out and pursue the Labour Party candidacy. This move could split the opposition vote, just like in 2023, and hand APC an easy victory, something the coalition is keen to avoid. The people's voice is growing louder. We want Peter Obi. But whether the coalition leaders will prioritize national interest over personal ambition remains to be seen. Section 4. The People's Mandate and the Path Ahead. Beyond Peter Obi's persona, the call for his candidacy represents a larger cry for a new Nigeria. A Nigeria where competence trumps connections, where reform replaces rhetoric, and where leaders are held accountable by the people. What the people want in 2027. It is obvious that as the people increasingly become politically aware, their taste and desire has become clearer by the day, as the people has used every means possible to declare that they need a president who understands the economy and can manage Nigeria's vast resources prudently. A leader who is not tainted by corruption scandals or ethno-religious bigotry. A team player capable of uniting diverse groups and restoring public trust in government. A communicator who speaks directly to the people, not through filtered elitist statements. Obi checks most of these boxes, but the burden is now on the coalition's leadership to read the mood of the nation and do what is politically and morally right. If the ADC can deliver a Peter Obi-led ticket, possibly with a strong northern vice presidential candidate, it will send a clear message to Nigerians that this coalition is not business as usual. It will ignite a wave of enthusiasm, civic engagement, and possibly unprecedented voter turnout. But if it chooses to ignore the will of the people and plays into elite politicking, it risks collapsing under the weight of its own contradictions. The moment of truth. Nigeria is at a crossroads. The 2027 elections offer a chance to shift from stagnation to transformation. The ADC coalition represents hope, but only if it aligns with the aspirations of the people. In a democracy, the people's voice is supreme. And from the streets to the ballots, from market stalls to lecture halls, the people are saying one thing loudly and clearly: give us Peter Obi. Let the future begin. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like and share for more updates on African leadership.